My name is Jake. I go by the in-game name Snakers, and I play for Oath Gaming. Like they say that if you enjoy your job, you don't work a day in your life. And I think PUBG is definitely the case for that most of the time. So finding enjoyment in it is definitely like one of the biggest steps I have over other people, I guess. Basically with most games, I feel like when people become professional players, it's not something they originally intended to do. It's one of those things that you just play a lot and get really good, and then you get to a point where you realize, like, I can compete in these tournaments, I can play at the same level as these people, and eventually, before you know it, you get signed and you're like, wait a minute, I'm actually a professional player now. I feel like that's how it went with a lot of people, and I can definitely say the same for my team. It's not something you expect, and it just comes to you after a lot of hard work and practice, I would say. I just always try to make sure that my mental's in a good space before games, and that I eat like good food. Like I think when going into games, it's never good to be on a low diet or have like a low blood sugar, because that makes you like, it's made me shaky before, I would say. And then after a game, I would just eat a piece of bread, just get some carbs in my system. Besides like the whole practice thing, straight up with like a mouse and just like aiming, I think eating good and being in a good mental spot before games is like almost just as important or more important than anything. I think a game like PUBG, having a good mental as an individual and as a team is one of the most important things you can do. Like if you go into the day not feeling good about yourself, then you're just going to bring your team down. And if your team isn't feeling good about how good they can do in the games, then it's like you won't do good. So I think it's like it's really important to have confidence, basically, I think. I think it's the goal of most players is to be as best as you could, and in this case it would be winning PGC. That's like the main goal of everyone, is just to win a global championship. So in the format where only wins matter, not getting that win is always super stressful. Like it's just how the game works, where you'll get a second place just because of, you can be unlucky, crazy things can happen, but you just get used to it. We've like lost really bad, and then I'll like continue being mad about that in the future games, but all that does is bring you down. So like letting go and forgetting, it's really important to not let the past like define you. And I know it's happened in the past where like it's also really important to just let go of the past. Not to be so sad about it, because it's the past and we ended up qualifying anyway. So there's no point on stressing about it too much, I guess. And like being in the spotlight, it's a good feeling in general, knowing that we're on top, and that, but like we're gonna keep trying to stay on top. So having good fans, I think helps us like maintain on that path towards that goal. At the end of my PUBG career, I definitely want my fans to view me as an insane player and someone who was always at the top and always doing crazy things and being a really good person to look up to and a good player, like always. And to be like, I want to be like Snakers when I play. Like I want to reach his level. And didn't really break into the professional scene yet, but wait, I forgot, what was the question again? Which always just keeps me at a level of wanting, I'm gonna redo that, wait, sorry, what was the question? All good?
Yeah, all good.